What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today in this video we're going to talk about Yield Yak. What is Yield Yak? What the pants? Dude, they come up with like the goofiest names in the world. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Yield Yak is pretty fire sauce. But anyways, guys, we're going to talk about Yield Yak in this video, how they're changing the game on the Avalanche chain. So we've already done a video on Pangolin. If you're unfamiliar with Pangolin, it's basically the Uniswap of Avalanche, or yeah, on the Avalanche chain. If you don't know what Uniswap is, just think of it like this. It allows you to swap one asset for another. So let's go ahead and explain Yield Yak in this video. But first off, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys do three things for me. Like, subscribe, bell button. Leave a comment below in the description saying you subscribed. You'll automatically get thrown into a drawing to earn $100 in free BTC. Yeah, guys, and if you like free BTC, make sure you do all that junk. All right, so let's go and get into this video. I'm going to explain a couple things to you, and then I'll break down what the project is. So first off, this is a auto compounder. So this is basically like Yearn Finance, or something like you're probably familiar with Adamant Finance on Polygon, or even like Auto Farm. Basically what it does is it automatically reinvests the junk for you and takes care of that. In fact, they have a neat feature on their end, is they actually have a reinvest button. So when you click this reinvest button, you are going to be paying the gas fee to reinvest it for everyone else in the pool, and you will earn a portion of the rewards in this pool. So right now it's 0.5%. What does that mean? Well, if there's 100 pangolin in here, that means the reinvestment reward that you would get would be 0.5 pangolin. So because, guys, 0.5% of 100 is 0.5. So you get 0.5 pangolin tokens. And you're asking yourself, okay, so that's awesome. Why would someone be incentivized to do that? Well, you can swap your pangolin token for some more AVAX, which covers the gas fee. So obviously people aren't really going to swap this until it's profitable. So keep that in mind. Then you have other pools, same thing like the AVAX link, or the compounding rack AVAX, etc. And you see there's different rewards. Like this one's 5%. So right now you can reinvest this and get a pretty juicy reward. You would get some CNR tokens for doing this. So you basically get 5% of the CNR. So you get 15 CNR tokens. So if you want to see how much those cost, well, 15 CNR tokens are going to be 3 cents. So is it worth it? Well, it's going to be about 45 cents. That's nothing crazy, but hey, that's just breaking down the math for you. So you can look into each of these pools, see different ones. So if you want to make a quick buck, it kind of breaks it down that way. So that's enough for the reinvest button. So now let's explain another feature that you have. You guys see this PGL or PGL on this one, or wrapped AVAX. What is this? Well, what this is basically just the PGL token itself. So like, for example, when you go on Pangolin, let me just go ahead and show you guys this now so you guys can see this. On Pangolin, you have to pool tokens together. So what PGL means is it's the Pangolin AVAX liquidity token. I guess that's why they call it PGL, but they're missing a pair in it. But anyways, side note, you got AVAX and PGL. We're going to show you guys what it makes. It makes the PGL token. Because you got PNG and AVAX. And you can easily just wrap this up and just say, yeah, I'll put in 1 AVAX and 9.5 Pangolin, and it automatically makes the LP token. Once you get that LP token, you can deposit it into these pools, or you can come over to Yield Yak and deposit it here. The reason why I like Yield Yak personally is because it'll give you more LP tokens instead of the Pangolin rewards. Now, yes, if you're bullish on Pangolin, your best bet is going to be depositing into the Pangolin pool, and this earns you Pangolin tokens. And you guys can see the different rewards here. Also, what I like about Yield Yak is they do have a single-sided pool, so you can deposit wrapped AVAX and you can earn some CNR rewards for this. Or you can look at the other pools and find different strategies for yourself as well. This is interesting. So if you want, you can scroll through all the pools, see what they're looking to do, see different strategies, and that's just a strategy you guys can implement. Now let's show you guys the other numbers. What is this? Well, this basically relates to all the assets that are in the farm. So right now we got about $10 million in TVL in this farm right here. And then you see something called simple APY. What does this mean? Well, it breaks it down for you. It says 0.33% for a 1 day, 2.35 for a 1 week, 10.17 for 1 month. What's different about these auto compounders is if it stays at this same rate, this is what you'd be getting throughout the year. Why is that? Well, it's because it auto compounds your rewards and reinvests them, and you're earning interest on your interest. So it kind of breaks it down for you as well. So that's just something to keep in mind, something interesting to use. And you can also see the different farms as well. So if you're in a farm, this is where you can go to your farms. So if you're in like 10 different farms, this is going to be the easiest way to do it. If you're trying to see which new protocols or which new projects are launching on here for higher APYs, or APRs and newer farms, you can always go on to the recently added. And if they're added to an auto compounder, that's pretty interesting. Now, Yak does not have a token yet. Let me go ahead and show you guys their token itself. So on the Tokenomics, their token is not launched, but they're planning on airdropping it to early users. They're planning on having a 10,000 total supply of Yak. So 50% to depositors, 15% to reinvest pushers. This has already been done. 15% to team, partners, and the community snapshot. So I would assume the community is also something like the people who deposit and so on. But this has already been taken as well, so sorry. Also, the token utility is on-chain governance, revenue, and sustainable incentives. So basically the Yak will receive AVAX for staking. So I'm sure they'll have a pool to earn the money from the protocol itself. Now, a lot of people are asking why use Yak. Well, it's not like Polygon. Polygon, the gas fees are ridiculously cheap. On AVAX, you're going to be paying like 0.6 to 0.3 AVAX per transaction fee. So you are going to have to be spending a lot of AVAX, especially when you're auto compounding these. That's why the yield compounders are going to help in something like this. Me personally, I like Yield Yak, but I want to see them have an audit. They don't have any audits yet. So guys, this is a very risky protocol, being that it's not audited, but even when you're audited, it is not a one-all be-all. So the devs, they claim that they aren't audited yet because they just can't afford to get an audit out there. So hey, it makes sense. They only have 25 million in TVL, and they're sitting down building stuff. Hopefully they're good developers and good coders. It looks like for the most part, looking at their code, they did a good job. But again, time will tell. We'll see what happens. I would love to see an audit come out of here. So this is one of those things that's a high risk, and it could potentially be a high reward because you'll get some of the airdrop. So this is one of those things I would recommend not investing everything in there. If you want to try it out a bit, try it out with a little bit, just to kind of get a hang of it, see how it works. And if it does rug pull, well, you didn't lose everything. So that's one thing you guys got to keep in mind, is don't throw all your eggs in one basket. This kind of breaks down the reinvest button for you as well. We kind of already talked about it as well. This is just something to keep in mind if you want to get some additional bonuses. And here's a breakdown of the fees. First off is the reinvestor reward fee. If your pool has a 5% fee, well, you're going to have that 5% fee, which is going to be paid out to the person who reinvests. Then you have the admin fee, which is paid to the network, and the developer fee, which is paid to the developer who wrote the strategy. However, there are no deposit and withdrawal fees, which is a good thing. That's also one of the reasons, not one of the reasons they don't have a token, but being they don't have a token, there are not as many fees because the token holders are not getting the fees. So again, you're early on. And what's interesting is they have like a swap feature, or aka compare setting. I really like this compare setting because it shows you the best price to get for different tokens. So like, for example, the best price on AVAX to ETH, you can go to Yeti, or you can go through Yield Yak. But Yield Yak gives you the recommendation where to go to. You can even go on SushiSwap or Canary, any of these others, but it breaks down how much you will get, which is awesome and cool to use, or cool to see at least. Even for other pairs as well that aren't really crazy, for example, Pefi, AVAX and Pefi, it shows Yield Yak is going to give you the best rate. And it's also going to have Pangolin as the best rate. So you can even use their swap feature as well. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, 3 things for me: like, subscribe, bell button, leave a comment below in the description saying you subscribed. You'll automatically get thrown into the drawing to earn that $100. and free BTC. And before we end, guys, I want to show you two more things. This is their Twitter following. They don't have a crazy amount of tweets. I mean, they got 388, but these guys have been building since March 2021, which is also good to see as well. Especially with the crazy market volatility as well, it's good to see that they're still building. They got about 7,000 followers, and their Telegram's pretty popping, almost 3,000. And you guys can see they're pretty active on GitHub, active as in for a auto compounder. So it's pretty interesting. They also have a time lock contract for basically deposits and withdrawals. You guys can see it here as well. This is for the dev strategies. So a time lock for asset recovery, you got 2 days, and the time lock for public consent, 4 days, etc. So that's good to see as well that they have a time lock. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and leave you guys with a wisdom one-liner. We're in Proverbs chapter 21. Let's go back one. Proverbs chapter 21, verses 2. A person may think their own ways are right, but the Lord weighs the heart. That's so true, man. The heart is where the home is where the heart is, and the heart is really what it is, what a person really is. So, guys, have a good heart. If you don't, try to change that. Gotta say thanks to the patrons. We got Scott Bot, Dumb Man, Tariq Liu, T.O. King, JP, PJ, Bernito, Taco Nacho. Dogs, thanks for watching. Alright, guys, if you want to catch me on TikTok, I do daily wisdom one-liners and let you guys see the pets and behind-the-scenes junk. So, here it is. Scan it. Check it out. Bomb, bomb. Alright, so next off, guys, if you guys want to support the channel and get paid to do it, you guys can check out Celsius. Celsius is fire, dude. So what's so cool about Celsius is, guys, first off, you can get $40 in free BTC using my referral link in the description below. Just deposit $100. Add in the code BTC50. You will also get an additional $50 if you deposit $400, guys. It's free BTC. Next is Voyager, guys. I also got a referral link in the description below. Instead of just only getting $25, you'll get $25 and some free VGX tokens, guys. Next is BlockFi. BlockFi is part of the quadruple threat. Go ahead and make a deposit. Use this referral link in the description below. You get $100. Depending on how much you deposit, you can get all the way up to, guess how much? $250. Alright, so what the pants is Celsius and BlockFi for? Well, you can use both of those as like your bank. They get some pretty nice juicy yields. And Voyager is more so like trading, and it gets some juicy yields as well. And the last one to try is Crypto.com, guys. You can trade some like smaller altcoins, and you guys will get $25 in CRO once you guys get the Visa card. Why do I like the Visa card? Well, you can sell crypto and buy some junk with it, so I can buy a sandwich with my crypto. I don't use BTC, but I'll use like stable coins and junk. So anyways, if you guys want to support the channel, that's the quadruple threat. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You'll get paid to do it.